Hi, my name is Joe Humphrey and I am a writer. I wanted to talk today about the book that made me want to actually become a writer, and that book was recommended to me by my mother in about 1997. It uh, it changed the way that I view writing as a thing that a person can do. It changed the way that I view the mechanics of it. It changed the way that I view the way that characters are portrayed and the way that characters are developed. Um, it just completely made me rethink everything about telling stories. Um, my mom recommended the book to me because I was reading a lot of 60s and 70s kind of counterculture writers like Hunter S. Thompson and um, William Burroughs and Jim Carroll and even Ken Kesey and John Irving and these kind of like new fiction contemporary writers from that era. Um, and she was, I think, on to something when she suggested this to me because I ended up reading everything this writer has done up to that point. The book that she recommended to me is actually this copy of Breakfast of Champions by Kurt Vonnegut Jr., that I've been carrying around with me for some almost 30 years. Um, but it is interesting to me, this book, because it's not even Vonnegut's best book. It's I would say maybe in the top 5, but he gives equal weight to everything. Everything is valid. Every perspective, every character, every detail is considered as though you are some kind of alien who is approaching Earth for the first time and you just have no idea how anything works. So he explains everything, and that sounds tedious, but it's actually really refreshing and really interesting to consider how other writers don't do that and how they cherry pick the details to create a world and to create uh, a story and a plot. But this is like reality. It's like reality. It makes everything feel, because real life doesn't cherry pick your details for you. You've got to figure it out. You've got to find the story inside of the chaos of reality. Kurt Vonnegut is probably top 3 favorite writers for me. Kurt Vonnegut Jr. Um, I I can't say I've read everything he's written because he's written a lot, and um, not all of it is as good as the best of it. So I mean, he gets pretty cynical in his later years, and I didn't really dig that as much with like Galapagos and those books. Um, but his first like 20-30 years of writing art is incredible. Um, and like, let me show you something. Yeah, I mean, like, this is a good representation of my general reading altogether. You know, Richard Matheson, Stephen King, Kurt Vonnegut, um, and maybe a couple of weird ones. Alice in Wonderland, The Sentinel. But yeah, anyways. So, in closing, I'm going to recommend that you read Breakfast of Champions by Kurt Vonnegut Jr. It is an excellent book, one of many excellent Kurt Vonnegut Jr. books, like Slaughterhouse Five, or Cat's Cradle, or Player Piano, or Hocus Pocus, or Mother Night. That's my favorite. God Bless You, Mr. Rosewater. So good. So yeah, those are all excellent choices of books you could read by Kurt Vonnegut Jr. Also, read my book. It's called Charlie, and it's about a teenage girl who becomes a vampire, and it's awesome. Thank you.